The sun had not yet risen when Marcus opened his eyes. The room was dark, and the world outside was silent. He lay still for a moment, listening to his own breath. This was his time, the quiet before the storm of the day. Marcus had learned long ago that the way he began his morning would shape the rest of his hours. If he started with discipline and purpose, the day would follow. If he began with chaos, chaos would rule him. Marcus sat up slowly, his feet touching the cold floor. He did not reach for his phone. He did not check the messages or the news. Those things could wait. The first moments of the day belonged to him, alone. He stood and walked to the window, pulling back the curtain just enough to see the faint light of dawn. The sky was a deep blue, slowly giving way to gold. He took a deep breath and exhaled, letting go of the night. The first ritual was simple but powerful. Marcus filled a glass with water and drank it slowly. His body had been without water for hours, and this small act of care set the tone for the rest of his routine. Hydration was not just for the body, it was for the mind. A dry mind could not think clearly, and clarity was what Marcus sought above all else. Next came movement. Marcus stepped outside into the cool morning air. He did not run, nor did he lift heavy weights. Instead, he moved through a series of stretches, feeling each muscle awaken. His body was stiff from sleep, but the slow, deliberate motions brought life back into his limbs. Movement was not about punishment or extreme effort. It was about reminding the body that it was alive, that it was capable. After stretching, Marcus sat on a small bench in his garden. He closed his eyes and focused on his breath. Inhale, dunt, dunt. Exhale. The thoughts came, as they always did. Worries about work, unfinished tasks, old regrets. But Marcus did not fight them. He observed them, acknowledged them, and then let them pass like leaves on a stream. Meditation was not about emptying the mind. It was about understanding that thoughts were temporary, that they did not have to control him. By now, the sun had risen fully, casting long shadows across the ground. Marcus returned inside and picked up a small notebook. He wrote 3 things, 3 tasks he would complete that day. Not 10, not 20. Faithful. The Stoics knew the value of focus. A man who tried to do everything accomplished nothing. But a man who chose a few meaningful tasks and did them well could move mountains. Breakfast was next. Marcus did not rush. He prepared a simple meal: eggs, bread, fruit. He ate slowly, tasting each bite. Food was not just fuel. It was a reminder of the body's needs, of the simple pleasures that sustained life. He did not eat while scrolling or watching. He ate in silence, giving his full attention to the act of nourishment. The final piece of his routine was reading. Marcus picked up a book, not a novel, not entertainment, but wisdom. Today, it was Epictetus. He read a single page, sometimes just a paragraph, letting the words sink in. Philosophy was not meant to be swallowed whole. It was meant to be digested, thought over, lived. A few lines of true wisdom were worth more than 100 pages of empty words. By the time Marcus finished his routine, the world outside had begun to stir. Cars passed by, people talked, phones buzzed. But Marcus was ready. His mind was clear, his body awake, his purpose set. The chaos of the day could come now. He would meet it with strength. This was not magic. It was not a secret formula. It was discipline, simple, steady, repeated every day. A strong morning routine was not built in a day. It was built one sunrise at a time, one choice at a time. The Stoics knew this. They understood that the outer world could not be controlled, but the inner world, the habits, the thoughts, the rituals, could be mastered. Marcus did not have a perfect life. He faced struggles, setbacks, moments of doubt, but his mornings belonged to him. And because of that, he knew that no matter what the day brought, He would face it not as a victim of circumstance, but as a man who had already won the first battle, the battle against his own weakness. The routine was the foundation. Without it, the mind was like a ship without a rudder, tossed by every wave. With it, the mind became a fortress, unshaken by storms. And so Marcus repeated it, day after day, not because it was easy, but because it was necessary, because he knew that the quality of his life depended on the quality of his mornings. And so the story goes, not just for Marcus, but for anyone who wishes to build strength from within. The morning is the first page of the day. Write it with intention, and the rest will follow.